Welcome to First Downs, Fourth Downs, and Touchdowns. Today we'll be predicting the Alabama at Tennessee game. Alabama is currently favored by 7.5 points, and the over/under is 65.5. This is an old rivalry, not seen at its peak in a long time. Personally, I have not seen the peak, but hopefully this could be a game for the ages. This Saturday, two of the top five offenses will be playing each other on the same field. In the series, under the Saban era, Bama is 15-0 with an average of 39.3 points per game and 482.2 total yards per game. Tennessee, on the other hand, in the Saban era, has an average of 13.4 points per game and 269.7 total yards per game. They're 0-15. As you can see, Bama has dominated this series when Saban has been a head coach, but I think this game will be different. This game, on the other hand, is going to be very unpredictable, and turnovers could be a big factor in this game. You just can't predict turnovers. One or two turnovers could be the deciding thing for this game. One thing, speaking around turnovers, is Bama's defense. They've tended to struggle when turnovers happened on offense against Texas A&M. The offense would throw an interception, or maybe have a fumble, and Bama's defense would get cooked. They're not bad, but it's just some problems there with the correlation between turnovers on offense and lacking defensive play and response. Tennessee is very well equipped to strike the defense's weakness, as you can see Hendon Hooker, Cedric Tillman, who I don't know is playing, and Jaden Hazelwood. Penalties have also been costly for Bama this season. For example, Bama had 15 penalties against Texas, which they won with the last-second field goal, 20-19. This roster is arguably playing in the toughest atmosphere this year, which is Neyland Stadium. There's a high energy on Rocky Top right now. Everybody and their mother will be at this game. Bryce Young is questionable for this game, and I think he is one of the biggest factors on whether Alabama will win or not. If Bryce Young isn't playing, then Tennessee will most likely win the game. I think it's doubtful that he will. If Bryce Young doesn't play, Tennessee might not need to respect the offense's balance. If he does play and plays like normal, Bama could hang 40-50 on Tennessee's secondary. Tennessee has the seventh best run defense in college football, and I'd like to mention this because if Bryce Young can't play, well then Tennessee's defense can't eliminate the pass game and have their seventh best run defense potentially dominate. Let's look at the quarterback stats real quickly. Hendon Hooker this season has had an average of 286.4 pass yards per game, a 70% completion rate, 10 pass touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 46.2 rush yards per game, and 3 rush touchdowns. Bryce Young, on the other hand, has had 240.4 pass yards per game, 67.2 completion rate, 14 pass touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 30.8 rush yards per game, and 3 rush touchdowns. They obviously are pretty close, very competitive. It looks like Hendon Hooker currently has the better stats per se, but you just never know. It's different every game. But if Jalen Milroe starts, he has a 60.9% completion rate, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Definitely not Bryce Young level. This season, Tennessee is number 2 in points per game at 46.8, while Alabama is number 5 with 44.3 points per game, respectively. If I'm correct, Ohio State is at number 1 right now. On another note, Tennessee's interception-free season could be met with problems with Alabama players like Will Anderson and Henry To'oTo'o. Alabama defense had close to 20 QB hurries against Texas A&M last week. Then again, their quarterback situation is a little different, and the offensive line is, of course, different with every team. But I personally think that is one of Bama's strengths. Alabama had 2 games this season, 33% of the games they played, where they won by 1 possession in the fourth quarter. Bama has struggled more in this season than I have seen them in the past 5 years. I don't think this is the best team, not even close to any team that they've had. However, Bama tends to play better when under doubt. I'll give an example. In the SEC championship game last year, everybody expected Georgia to win. Alabama kind of blew them out of the water. Now, Georgia did come back and win the national championship, but Alabama was actually favored in the national championship, if I'm correct. The time is now for Tennessee to win. The vibe feels right. They're at their all-time high. Alabama looks the most vulnerable, and it could be the first time in 16 years Tennessee beats Alabama. The first time in the Saban era. So this could definitely be a game changer for Tennessee. My final prediction is if Bryce Young doesn't play, which I think he won't, Tennessee beats Alabama 38-31. I'll take the over with a total of 69 points. This might be a bold prediction, but I think if Tennessee beats Alabama, which I do think they will, I think they could win the SEC East and make it to the college football playoff. Now, would they win it? I don't know because they just have so much to improve. Like their secondary is a weak point they need to work on, and their run game's actually well. But the point is, we don't know yet. This is definitely the true test for Tennessee. Well, that is my Tennessee versus Alabama prediction. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this, and please like and share the video. You guys have a great day. Go Gamecocks.